This is Amanda reporting from the It Factor Productions, and I'm here today with John Wallace, former Knicks player. So John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good, and yourself?
I'm great. So tell me, what exactly, has gotten you to the point that you're at today in your life?
Just having an incredible work ethic. Just starting obviously in the classroom to make it to Syracuse, and continued at Syracuse to graduate, and then the work ethic carried over, which I'm pretty sure I got from my mom. My mom worked 3 jobs at a time when I was a kid coming up. At the end of my sophomore year, I started getting hearing whispers that I could possibly be in the NBA because I wasn't a high school prodigy or anything like that. I'm truly a product of God blessed me with height and some talent, and taking that talent and height and putting an incredible work ethic behind it, and this is the end result.
Would you say that your mother is, your biggest mentor throughout, your entire career?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My mom is an incredible person, incredibly sweet, but at the same time stern, which is what I needed probably. Although at the time I didn't think I needed it, but I did need it. And I give her credit for everything that I've accomplished, because I know without her I probably would have been led astray at some point. But she instilled such a incredible work ethic in me at such a young age. In terms of when I was 13 years old, and when I worked my first job, it wasn't an option. I came home from school. My mom already filled out the paperwork, and I started work on, that was a Friday, and she told me, enjoy your weekend, work starts Monday.
Wow, so that's a lot of responsibility put on your shoulders. How did you respond to all that pressure?
I've always responded well to pressure. I really don't know what pressure feels like. I guess the only time I might have felt some type of pressure is when I coming home as a kid, and sometimes the lights were turned off and there's no food in the house. But other than that, I've never really felt pressure on the basketball court or any other place for that matter.
So coming out of, high school, how did that work for you? Did you go straight to, playing for the professional league, or?
Well, right out of high school, I went to Syracuse for 4 years, the greatest school on the planet.
Okay.
Had the greatest 4 years of my life, incredible time, and to be drafted by the only team I've ever really loved, the New York Knicks. It was surreal and incredible, and I was fortunate enough to be drafted with a bunch of consummate pros in terms of Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Allen Houston, Herb Williams, Larry Johnson, Oakley. All those guys took me up under their wing, not just for basketball stuff, but off the court stuff, which I'm always forever indebted to them, and I let them know even to this day how much I appreciated the things they've done for me.
So after you got signed, what was the first thing you went home to do? Or did you go out, how did you celebrate?
The first thing that happened after I signed my contract was Anthony Mason called me. Okay. Demanded that I meet him down in the city for a night out to basically, welcome me to the city. Took us out, we had a great night. He was the first guy to reach out to me and just, take me up under his wing in terms of showing me the city. That's why we're still very good friends to this day. So
now, in regards to, I know you have a lot of charity events and things like that going on. What is your most current event?
Well, right now I just handed out 2,000 turkeys last week for up in Harlem in conjunction with the NBA. With the New York Knicks, I've been out in the Rockaways. We went to Staten Island, we went to Jersey, handing out food and clothes to the Sandy victims. And this past weekend I had a coat drive up in Rochester, and I'll have another coat drive strictly for kids, December 15th. The NBA is helping me out with that. The Knicks are helping me out. The love that I've been shown for doing my own charity events and my foundation has been, tremendous. And I have my youth mentoring program is called Winning Because I Tried, which in the last 4 years or so, I've spoken to over 200,000 youth about just avoiding life's pitfalls, and some of them are at drug rehab centers, some at the YMCA, some at high schools. So I'm trying to touch all walks of life. It doesn't matter if you're a a privileged kid, underprivileged kid. You know, we're trying to reach out because everyone can use help sometimes. It's not just if you don't have the resources. You know, you can have all the resources in the world and still not be right inside and need someone to talk to. So we try to help out everyone.
Well, I appreciate you, to take a little time out of your day, for a nice little interview.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.